Hello and welcome to this video. In this video we are looking at the Ghemor class Cardassian Intel flight deck carrier. We'll look at the shield visuals on the Ghemor. The shields will be from the Tier 6 reputations, the Phoenix store, the Zen store and the stores from the summer and winter events. And then we'll also look at the shields in the game that have visuals. So the first section is the Tier 6 reputation vanity shields. So once you get your reputations such as Discovery, New Romulus, Omega, Lukari and so forth up to Tier 6, you can buy these shields from the reputation system. So the first one up is the 8472 vanity shield. So we've got the green here on this deflector. You see the dark grey and white being shown on the hull material. At the back we've got green there all over the engines. See more of that white and grey pattern effect on the hull. Down there's some green lighting effects going on. And then we see some of that ridge pattern detail from the shield. It's nice to see it still retain the Cardassian emblem through the shield. Next up we have the competitive Wargames vanity shield. So we see some of this yellow reflective panelling here at the front, this blue here on the deflector, some yellow lighting at the front there, and you can see some more yellow lighting on this light grey hull material. That cyan blue there at the back, and then we've got the orange and yellow for the engines. As we rotate through, we see some of this conduit effect here on the wings, and at the back with a bit of pulsating lights there. Got some more of the yellow lighting effect and more of that yellow reflective panelling. And we're same again there on the underside. And here we have the Delta Alliance vanity shield. So it's this teal green here underneath the top of the ship. We've got that green bright deflector there. We see some green lighting effects going on as well. At the back we're all green for the engines, and more of that teal trim. It's quite a light grey hull material as well. More of the green lighting effects there, and then this trim of black here, the black V. Again, still see that Cardassian emblem through it. And the same there on the underside, more of the green lighting effects. Now we come to the Discovery Legends vanity shield. So this is the one that puts that oily film effect over your existing hull material. So for this ship we are using the Cardassian Intel material, which is the default one in this vessel. So you can see having that dark hull material underneath makes it a lot easier to see that oily film effect across the ship. Here we have the Dyson Joint Command vanity shield. So we've got this purplish grey hull material, we've got this pink lighting, looks like it's been carved into the hull, retaining the base colour for the engines from the hull material. You see that pink and black trim going on the back there. See more of that pattern effect with that pink lighting. See a lot of the grey shading as well. And same again there on the underside. So here we have the Gamma Vanity Shield. So we've got a lot of these purple areas, this purplish pink deflector here, and then we've got this metallic material that almost looks rose pink. Again, pink, purple there for the engines. You see the mixture of that metallic and that darker purple there on the hull. So rotate through, we get that lovely shine that makes these purple areas look almost blue. Same again here on the underside. Here we are with the Iconian Resistance Vanity Shield. So we've got this pale green shading with this purplish pink pattern on it. We've got this pinkish white deflector here. We can see a lot of the dark grey hull material from the intel material coming through here. And that at the front almost looks like the Starfleet Delta. And this pinkish white effect here on the engines. To the hull material, you see a bit of these colour patterns coming through on the darker areas. See more of that pattern effect. Top. And again there on the underside. And I think that's the shuttle bay there, so that's sort of different shading as well. And here is the Lukari Restoration Initiative Vanity Shields. This is designed to give your ship the look of a Lukari vessel. From seeing several missions in Star Trek Online. So I've got this greenish hull material, this greyish one as well. We've got this pink deflector, and I've got some of this lighting effect going on in the front here. Back we've got these pink engines here, and then we've got a mixture of a spectrum of colour, from white through to blue through to the pink. And same as the vibrant pink here on the I think it's the warp engines. See some of that grey hull material mixed in with this pale green, and there's some lighting effect there on the wings. Top down we've got some this dark purple, which I believe is supposed to represent the Bizarre Collectors. See some more of that lighting effect on the ship. Said there's more of that lighting effect there, outlining the shape of the wing, and same again there on the underside. Now we come to the new Romulus Reman Vanity Shield. So this gives you your metallic greens, your browns, your reds. So there's this very bluey green deflector here at the front. You can see the green on all the engines here. See some of this white paneling effect here on the line. Let's rotate through, you see that green shine as the light hits it. There's a better view of that white paneling effect that's going on. Here we have the Nukara Strikeforce Vanity Shield, so it's designed to give your ship that Tholian look, so we can see this with this bluey grey hull material. It almost looks like a stone carving effect on it. We've got this vibrant blue deflector array there. And we see the yellow on the impulse and the warp engines. A bit of that cyan blue lighting going on there, and a bit of this patterned material at the back there. As we rotate through, we get that nice shine as the light hits it. This vibrant blue here for the Bizarre Collectors, and more of that patterned hull material as well. There's some more of that blue lighting effect underside. Here we have the Omega Force Vanity Shield, so we're retaining the underlying Intel hull material here, and we see some of this lighter grey effects here at the weapon ports, the blue there on this Fek'lhri, which is a bit hard to see, but there's a bit of a honeycomb pattern there, retaining the engine colours to go with the shield. Some more of that lighter grey, and then we've got this blue areas here from the hull material as well. And with this honeycomb white and blue on the Facade collectors, and then we've got a lot more of the blue pattern, which is actually a check pattern, as well as some of this light grey pattern of the hull material on top of the Intel one. Same again there on the underside. Here come to a whole host of colours with the Temporal Defence Initiative Vanity Shield. So we can see here we've got this yellowy orange for the deflector, we've got this yellow lighting effect in the hull, the purple hull itself, and we've got these areas here that a multitude of colours, and they do change as we rotate through the light source. There's the vibrant pink there of the impulse engines, yellow there for the warp engines. See more of that yellow lighting effect. As we rotate through, see a lot of these panels change as the light hits them. This surface of the sun effect for the Facade collectors there, and this leathery effect material infilling on the wings. See more of those colour changing panels, more of that yellow lighting and that leathery look material as well. And the last of the Tier 6 Reputation Vanity Shields is the Terran Task Force. So the hull material is just slightly lighter grey compared to the standard Intel one. This vibrant blue deflector here, we've got a lot of yellow lighting and blue lines that we see from the front. The vibrant blues on the engines at the back. Yellow lighting as well at the back there. That yellow into pink there for the Facade collectors. See a lot more of that yellow lighting effect going on in the V at the back there. And we've got this riveted panel effect or plating effect there, and the insert of the wings. A lot more of the yellow lighting there as well. And then on the side we've got quite a bit of blue lighting effects and more of that riveted panel effect there. The next section is the Vanity Shields from the summer and winter event stores. So these are available all year round, providing that you have collected enough of the consumables to craft them during the events themselves. So with it being the winter event 2024, the first one we're going to look at is the Fek'lhri Vanity Shield. So we have this grey hull material with speckles of rusty red in there. We've got this quite dull blue deflector array there. So here yellow there on the impulse and red for the warp engines there. See some of this red material just on this insert in the wings. We'll see better from the top shortly. And shortly has come, so there's that red material, and it does give off a shine as the light hits it. And got the bright yellow there for the Facade collectors, and you see some of that red speckle effect within the grey hull material there. And then we've got the same there on the underside. And now we come to the first of the summer event baseball series shields. So this is the Andorian blue boars. So we have the blue and orange shield here. So we've got the orange there on the deflector. We've got mixtures of the blue hull material, orange around the weapon supports, and a bit of a gradient fill on the top there with some orange lines. At the back, again more of that gradient fill, more of the orange lines, and then the orange on the engines there. As we rotate through, we get a nice orange shine effect to the shield as the light hits it. And we've got some of this grey and orange stripes on the inserts of the wings and at the back of the ship here. The same there on the underside. Then fresh out of the dugout is the Bozeman Titans. So this is a grey and yellow Vanity Shield. So as we've seen on previous ships, the baseball series seem to follow the same colour pattern, just changing the colours to the relevant shield. We have the hair on the engines there. Dark grey covering the vast majority of the hull itself. As we rotate through the light, we get that yellow shine off it, and then we've got a black and yellow stripe effect going on the wings there. Yellow there on the Facade collectors, and more of the same pattern effect on the underside. Here we have the Caitian Claws Vanity Shield. So this is a purple and gold colour shield. So again, it's the same pattern matching on the hull as the other Vanity Shields from the baseball series, and we're just changing the colours accordingly. So we have the orange effect there for the engines. See the purple hull material there with those bits of gold colouring on. The yellow for the Facade collectors there. Nice bit of a shine off in the light, and the same stripe effect on the wings. Same there on the underside. Next up to bat is the Deep Space Niners. So this is based off of the uniform in the DS9 Season 7 episode Take Me Out to the Hall Suite. So here we have oranges, blues, whites and greys. You can see the red deflector there. Got red and orange for the engines. See a gradient with the white and orange and some of the blue there. And again for the Facade collectors we've got the red and orange, and we see that gradient fill from the orange to the white. We've got those grey and blue stripes there on the wings, and same again there on the underside. Here we have the shield that you either love or hate. It's the Denebian Slime Devils. So we've got the purple and green pattern here, so we can see the green there on the deflector array. Got green there on the engines. See the green trim with the purple hull material. Green there for the Facade collectors. A nice bit of white reflection as we rotate through it. Same there on the underside. We've probably got Latinum bats, it's the Ferenginar Liquidators. So we've got the green and gold hull material here with this shield. We've got the yellow deflector array there. We've got the yellow there on the engines. You see the green hull material there with the gold coming through in certain areas and a bit of trim there as well. Take through again, nice bit of shine there off the light source. Yellow for the Facade collectors, and the golden green stripes there on the wings. And then we've got the same there on the underside. Next up is the stem bolt. So we've got a pink, grey and white shield here, so we've got this greyish white here on the deflector, same there for the engines. See the gradient pink going up to the greys and whites there. So rotate through, pink shine to the reflection of the light. A similar pattern on the underside there. And batting next is the Vulcan Logicians. So this is a grey, purple and gold shield based off of their uniform in that Season 7 episode of DS9, Take Me Out to the Holosuite. So you can see here with the purple on the deflector, a bit gold trim, the grey for the hull material, the purple there on the engines, a bit of the gold trim on the insert of the wings there. Purple there for the Bazaar collectors, that wee bit of purpley blue shine with the light reflecting off it there. And last but not least, straight from the repair bays, it's the Workbees. So we have a mixture of a bronzes gold colour, and we've got a brownish red in this one, yellow there on the deflector array, yellow there for the engines, you see some of this red, and sort of gradient red there. And we've got the yellow there on the Bazaar collectors, and you see that bit of a red shine as we go through the light. And same again there on the underside. So the next section is the Phoenix and Zenstore shields. So the Phoenix ones are available during generally the bonus deal events. So currently one running on all platforms at the time of this recording, so I have picked up an extra couple of shields from that, with another couple still to go. And then at the moment there is only one Vanity Shield in the Zenstore, and that's the first one we shall have a look at, and that is the Alliance Vanity Shield. So we've got this cyan blue here on the deflector, white hull material with dark grey here at the weapon ports, and then we've got this red piping trim going around the front there. At the back we've got these orange and yellow impulse engines with cyan blue there on the warp engines, and you can see more of that red piping and dark grey material there. You see the gold insert there on the wing. And the surface of a sun kind of effect going on with the Bazaar collectors, and there's that gold trim and more of that dark grey. This is supposed to mimic the Alliance colours from the likes of the Kittimar, the Jarok, the Rex and so forth. Next up is from the Phoenix store, and it's the Baul Vanity Shield. So this is a very popular shield. So we've got this white with a bit of blue pattern here on the deflector, with a smooth dark grey hull material. I do like the look of these really lovely red impulse engines on this shield. We've got a bit of the cyan blue there for the warp. Quite a nice reflection in the light there. And you see some of this pattern coming through on the hull to make it look like a Baul vessel. And then with the cyan blue there for the Bazaar collectors. More of that pattern effect on the hull material as well. Again, still seeing this nice Cardassian emblem against the shield there as well. Next up is the Borg Vanity Shield. So this is one that causes confusion or controversy depending on your view on it. So this is designed to give your ship the look of a liberated Borg vessel. such as the one we've seen in Descent Part 1 and 2 of the Next Generation, and not an assimilated version of your ship as if it's been taken by the Borg. So we've got this hull plating effect on this grey hull material. This blue here for your deflector. Then all your engines are blue with a different shape pattern to them. And blue there for your Bizarre collectors. And then you'll see here that in sections where hull plating has been removed, you've got this yellowy goldy lighting and this blue lighting to represent exposed conduits and circuitry seen below the hull plates. I see a bit more of that there on the underside. So next up we are looking at the Discovery Vanity Shield. So this is a Federation character, so we're getting the Federation variant of the shield. We'll have a look at the Klingon one next. So it's designed to give your starship the look of a ship from Season 1 of Discovery. So we've got a white here for your deflector, we've got this light grey with dark grey pattern for the hull. Got the honeycomb red there on your impulse engines and blue there for your nacelles. And blue for your Bizarre collectors, and it's got a bit of a pattern effect on them as well. Here we have the Discovery Vanity Shield on a KDF character. So we see a lot of glyphs effects going on this lighter brownish grey hull material. We've got this white and red effect here on the deflector array. A yellow effect here for your impulse engines, and almost a white effect here for your warp. See more of those glyphs and shapes on the hull material. And this pulsating light effect here at the back. Bizarre collectors giving a pulsing white with the red effect on them. Here we have the Emperor's Vanity Shield. So we've got this orange deflector, this grey hull material, and you see some of the blue dot lighting effects throughout it from the front there. And the cyan blue there for your impulse engines, orange there or yellow for your warp there. There's yellow there for your Bizarre collectors. Then we've got a bit of this purple patch material here on the wings and at the back here. And same again there on the underside. Now we come to one of my newer additions. This is the Ferengi Vanity Shield. It's one that a few folk have asked, what does a Cardassian vessels look like with it on, and it's the purpose of doing this video. So we've got the orange with this goldish trim here at the front. Got the yellow there for the deflector. Then we've got orange there for the engines with the yellow for the warp. Again, we've got yellow gold trim going on at the back there. You see some of the grey coming in. Rotate through, so there's the yellowy orange for the Bizarre collectors. There's that goldy colour there, slightly lighter version in the V at the back. You've got the Ferengi hull pattern with rivets on the plates. It does come closer to the Cardassian skin that we see on the Galor class or Gala class in TNG and DS9, but not quite, but it's very close. Here we have the Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield. So again, this is the Federation one. We'll have a look at the Iconian in a moment. So it's got an X there on the white Fek'lhri. We've got the light grey hull material. This orangish effect here on the Impulse, and the white blue there for your warp engines. So it is supposed to mimic the hull seen in the reboot films. Unfortunately, we've got that god awful fill on the Bizarre collectors in this one. And here we have the Klingon version of the Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield. So we've got this green hull material, we've got a blacked out deflector there with some yellow lighting around it. Got the red honeycomb there for the impulse engines, and we've got this blue honeycomb here for the warp. Touches of grey there as well. These yellow Mossad collectors, which look a lot better than the Federation version of it. And there's more of that green hull material. Same again there on the bottom, with some more of the grey as well. Another popular shield is the Section 31. So you see we've blacked out the deflector here at the front. Got a smooth hull material, vibrant red honeycomb pattern there on the Impulse, and this vibrant blue here for your warp engines. Then look down and see the Bizarre collectors have been blacked out on this one. And a few shades of colour there for the hull material. Same there on the underside. And here we come to the Tzenkethi shield, so another recent addition to my collection. So it's designed to give your ship the look of the Tzenkethi cruisers. So we've got this yellowy deflector array with this green hull material with a lot of indentations in it. Then we've got these pulsating light effects going on as well around the ship. White there for all the engines. A bit of the grey hull material showing as well here on the side. Nice reflection coming off, and you see some of the pattern there on the hull material as well. And we've got blacked out sections on the wings and at the back here, more of the pulsating light effects. Same again there on the underside. Now we come to the last section for the shields, and this is other shields in the game that you equip as normal shields, or you can slot into the visual slots just to take the colour effect from them. So these are obtained through the reputation system or as mission rewards. The first one we shall have a look at is the Lukari Restoration Initiative Regenerative Shield. That's quite a mouthful, I have to say. So again, it's to give your vessel that Lukari look. So it's a bit of a change of colour from the Vanity Shield. The blue there, and a bit of blue lighting as well at the front here. A different colour scheme for the hull material with a bit of a blue speckle on it. At the back, again, we've got purple, or pink really, blue and pink for the Impulse there, and that wee spectrum effect. And then with the cyan blue there for your warp nacelles. Again, you can see more of that lighting effect on the hull. The cyan blue there for your Mossad collectors, there's more of that lighting. You get that blue shine as the light hits the hull. And lighting effect in the cyan blue there. And again more lighting effects there on the underside. Here we have the adapted M.A.C.O Covariant shield from the Omega rep. So this applies a honeycomb pattern over the top of your existing hull material. So we see a bit of that there, just at the top of the ship, and a bit here at the lower part. And you can just make out the white outline of the honeycomb going over the back of the material here. A bit of the blue shine at the top there. And as we rotate through it, you'll see as the light hits it, that honeycomb gives off a blue effect as the light reflects off of it. These panels reflecting as well. Rotate through the underside, again get that blue shine off those honeycomb covered areas, and a bit of metallic reflection off of those panels. So this is the Federation shield from the Omega rep, and we'll have a look at the Klingon one next. And here we have the adapted Klingon Honor Guard Resilient Shield. So we've got this greyish colour to the hull, we've got this warm orange to the deflector there, same there with the engines. Then we've got that honeycomb pattern to the Bussard collectors there. And a bit of the yellow lighting on the ship there. And a bit more there on the underside. Here we have the Aegis or the Aegis or the however you pronounce it, you can let me know in the comments. So this is again the Federation one, we will see the Klingon one next. So it gives this lighting line effect to your ship whilst retaining your base hull material. And there's more of the lighting there. You see it's changed the warp engines to a blue and white. A bit more of the lighting in the fin there and at the back. Honeycomb pattern there in the Bussard collectors, and a bit more of the white lighting effect on the hull. And same again there on the underside. So we have the Aegis or Aegis Vanity Shield on the KDF character. So we're seeing a bit different colour here with the orange as opposed to the blue white of the light lines that's on it. See here at the back, same one there at the back of the ship. See a bit more of that lighting there, the orange. So that honeycomb pattern there on the Bussard collectors. And more of the orange lighting there. Same again there on the underside. Here we have the assimilated regenerative shield. So this one is designed to give your ship the look as if it's been assimilated by the Borg. So we can see here the green on the deflector, we can see some of the assimilated conduits and that effect throughout the hull material here. Got the yellowish green there on the impulse, green there on the warp. And again more of that pattern effect. As I've shown in a couple of videos, if you equip the assimilated engines, deflector, shield and assimilated module from the Omega reputation, you can get more Borg structure applied to your ship. And we've got the yellowy white for the Bussard collectors there, and again a lot more of that assimilated look to the pattern on the hull. And again, same there on the underside. Here we have the Bajor Defense Covariant Shield. So this is a mission reward. So it's designed to give your ship a Bajoran look, which is ironic on a Cardassian vessel. I've got this bright blue deflector here, a bit of a gold there at the weapons, and this very slightly grey brownish hull material. Got very vibrant yellow impulse engines, cyan blue there on your warp. You can see this carved pattern on the hull. Get a bit better from this angle. As we look down, we've got this pastel red film on the wings, and at the back here, we've got this gold trim on the back of the neck. There's more of that effect there, as if it's got raised sections in the hull. And same again there on the underside. Next up we have the Counter Command Covariant Shield from the 8472 reputation. So we can see this blue effect in the hull pattern here, mixed in with the intel hull material underneath. We've got the green there for the deflector array, and we've got this green lighting in certain sections. Green across all the engines there, and more of that green lighting effect. See more of the blue material there on top of the existing intel one. Green there for the Facade Collectors. Then we have that ridge pattern in the blue, and more of the green lighting effects. It's got a mirror-like reflection quality to that blue material. Next up is the Delta Alliance Unimatrix Shield from the Delta Alliance reputation. So we've got the grey for the hull material, we've got green there on the deflector, some green lighting being seen. Touch of gold there as well. Green there for the engines, more of that gold trim there. Blacked out V at the back there, the gold trim and green lighting effects, and green there for the Facade Collectors. And more of that green lighting on the underside. Here we have the Dyson Regenerative Shield from the Dyson reputation. So got a bit of a lighter hull material. So you see some of the grey there at the weapons ports, and then we've got this purplish colour lines on the hull material. Retaining the amber and blue there for the engines. And some of the underlying hull material coming through in certain areas. The yellow there for the Facade Collectors, and there's more of that pattern detail on the white hull material. And same again there on the underside. Here we have the Iconian Resistance Resilient Shield. So I'm retaining the intel skin underneath. Again, it's a Starfleet Delta on the front there. Quite nice detail. And we've got this lighter grey and then this red and orange pattern on it. We've got a orangey colour there for the deflector. Same there for the impulse engines. White there for the warp nacelles. And more of that pattern effect there at the back. See it again here on the side view of the front of the ship. This goldy colour here for the Facade Collectors. Rotate through, it's almost a mirror-like effect in this grey material. same again there on the underside. This is the Nukara Crystalline Resilient Shield from the Nukara rep. So it's very similar to the Vanity Shield, slightly lighter in colour of the hull material. Look at this lovely blue deflector there. The yellow and the darker yellow there on the engines. Same pattern effect to the hull material, and that pattern effect there. And the cyan blue there for the Bassard collectors. There's more of that pattern fill going on with the lighter grey hull material. Same on the underside with a bit more of the cyan blue showing through the lighting. We come to the Omega Force shield from the Omega rep. So again, retaining the existing hull material with this lighter grey shading going on around the weapons ports there. Same with the pattern effect at the back, although it doesn't quite line up. And instead of having the blues we see on the Vanity Shield, this has got the gold colouring. You see a bit more there on the insert in the wings, and the back V there, and then on the back of the ship. And same again there on the underside. Here we have the prevailing innervated resilient shield from the competitive Wargames reputation. So very same colouring on the hull material as the Vanity Shield, except the lighting on this one is blue instead of yellow. You can see the blue lighting there, same at the front with the blue deflector. And there on the engines and the yellow there. More of the blue lighting effects throughout the hull material. Then we can see the blue reflective panellings on this one, as opposed to the yellow ones on the Vanity Shield. Same with the blue lighting effects on the ship. And same again there on the underside. And we come to the Romulan Advanced Prototype Shield from the Romulus reputation. So it's adding this green shading to the hull material and this green lighting lines as well. Still retains the material on the ship that you pick. More of that green shading going on. Top down, more of the green lighting. You see green light surrounds the green shaded areas. Quite a few parts of the ship there. It's the same again there on the underside. Here's the Temporal Defense Initiative Regenerative Shield. So a bit lighter than the Vanity Shield, and instead of the yellow lighting lines, this is pink. We've still got the coloured parts on the ship that change with the lighting. Cyan blue there for the engines. More of the white panel areas. You see more of that pink lighting lines on the ship. As we rotate through, you see those panels changing colour. So the leather effect insert on the wings there. And that blue there for the Bassard collectors. And more of that white changing panels on the underside. This is the Terran Task Force Covariant Shield from the Terran Task Force reputation. So, different from the Vanity Shield, we've got this yellow deflector, we've got this purplish lighting, the red lines here, the yellow there for the engines, some of the yellow lighting as well. There's more of that purple lighting there. Blue for the Bassard collectors, or purple lighting there, and other points on the hull. Then we've got that riveted panel look in the section in the wings, and more of this yellow lighting on the underside. And here we have Tilly's review pending modified shield from the Discovery Reputation. So it's this oily film, again, going over your existing hull material. And I say the darker hull material of the Intel for the Cardassian ships shows off more. But again, don't know what it's got to do with Discovery or what they were going for with the shield, but that's what we got. It's not one that I use. Next up is the Dielectric Oscillation Resilient Shield. So this is a mission reward from one of the old Breen missions, and it is an old shield as well that has not aged well. It is designed to give your ship the look of a Breen ship, but if you want to look like a Breen ship, I suggest you just get a Breen ship. We've got the greeny yellow there for the deflector. You can see a lot of pale greens, greys and blacks there on the hull material itself. Got the green for the engines. I say it just doesn't look as crisp as the newer shields do. There's green there for the Bizarre collectors. And more of the hull patterning there on the underside. Here we have the Jem'Hadar Resilient Shield. So this is a mission reward for non-Jem'Hadar characters, and if you do start as a Jem'Hadar, you get this on your ship. So we have the purple and white there for the deflector, we've got the purple inserts on the grey at the weapons ports there, got the purple there for the engines, predominantly grey on the hull material with patches of the purple material on it. Purple for the Bizarre collectors, and then more of that purple hull material. So I do think it's quite a nice shield. It does suit a lot of ships, and even this Cardassian ship doesn't look too bad with it in my opinion. And last but not least, it's the Reman prototype covariant shield. So this is from one of the main story arcs as a mission reward, and it is generally the first shield you get in the game with a visual. You've got this blue here for the deflector. See a mixture of the greens and browns and some reds there. And this bluey aqua effect here on the engines. It's the mixture of colours for the hull. Rotate through, we get a bit of a shine off it, not as much as we do with the Vanity Shield. There's more of those white panels there on the wings. And that concludes this video for the Ghemor class shield visuals. So thank you all for watching. Do remember to like and subscribe. I am planning some giveaways if the channel grows and hits the next few milestones, so stay tuned for information on that if it happens. As always, check out Casual Sab's YouTube channel, link in the description down below, for builds, reviews, QAs and live streams. Also on his channel he's got links to various discords that do giveaways as well, make sure to check them out. Also got the links to my social media and my Real Merch affiliate link there as well, and of course the chapters. So until the next one, thanks for watching.